Stefan Weinlinde from Climeworks. Climeworks is a startup scale-up, however you want to call us.
Yep.
A lot of Tesla guys there, by the way.
Cool.
So we are in the situation that we are building up a lot of things from scratch. So we are in a situation where we have to make a decision. Do we want to build it this traditional way with people, or do we want to go for AI from the very beginning onwards? A lot of the tools and things that we see on this conference go from the assumption, well, there is already a status quo, like traditional implementation of certain e-procurement tools, etc., etc. My question to you is, what would be your advice to companies like us? Should we continue and go for a implementation status which is going, well, to a certain level, or should we just go and target AI from the beginning on? Thanks.
It's a really great question, and I want to pull it apart into two different branches. One is, how should you be using AI in your own development? And the other is, how should you be using AI in your product? And I think actually both of them are important. My general view is that if a product today is not built in an AI native way, it's already outdated. So that's my initial perspective. And I think that tools that people are implementing today, I'm very sad to say, it's going to be comical how ancient they will feel to us in just 3 years when we're required to continue just like clicking buttons and typing in text when other systems are doing much more for us automatically. We may even find that there's totally new user interfaces that weren't popular before for business software. A crazy example could be voice, right? If I have a machine that's automating more of my process, can I just talk to it and it tells me what it's doing? And then it presents me a report afterwards. Do I even have to go to my computer and click through, or can I just instruct it to go and run a RAG function, a retrieval augmented generation, on our data sets and then take action from there? The second, so absolutely, I'm very pro AI, by the way, as you can probably tell. So definitely use it in your product for your customers. And then the second is, how do you look internally at yourself and decide, how do we use this for our own development? I would say here, again, like I would really try to invest in using AI. We're also a growth stage company. We are on the journey to unicorn status, but not there yet. And what I always tell the team is that this is the most exciting time in history for small organizations with a talent-dense employee pool to build great things. If I think about the large companies out there, what are their main advantages? Their main advantages, one, they have money, they have resources, they have people, and they already have built a lot of product. Now, what if in the future, and maybe actually even in the present, 10 people can now do the work of 10,000 people because they're commanding an extension of themselves in the form of AI or agents? They can duplicate and build to the same level that it would have taken those other companies decades to build to. They can do it without needing as many people. And those big companies are never going to chase the small companies down the rabbit hole because nobody wants to take their main advantage and obliterate it, right? And so I think this is the most exciting time ever for actually small companies to be able to grow very quickly and make an impact on the large legacy providers. That's my 2 cents. But I think that to do that well, you have to both include AI in your product and also think about how you can use it in your own development work. Now, within that, there's a lot of granularity. You could say, hey, I'm going to use a system like Cursor or Windsurf, which are context-aware, like repo-aware code agents. So these are like development environments that use LLMs to help you. They co-author code with you, basically. And so you can use that to just code faster, or you could use a totally wholesale system like a Replit or a Lovable, where you just tell it what you want it to build and will totally build it for you. I think ultimately, though, like those are more prototyping tools. And I still think having really high quality engineering teams who are thinking about the system in an enterprise grade way, but just using AI to enhance their capabilities and to do more faster and to use them for the right use cases. Great use case testing. Why write tests? It's not a big risk to have tests built by AI. It can write more of them. And if a test is like not great, it's not going to break our system because it's not actually in production. So I hope that adds a little bit of color to how I think about at least using AI, but I'm a big advocate.